Zarbon, well done. You actually nearly stopped me. However, close, but no cigar. Hey guys, DB Rye here, and today we are back with What If Zarbon Turned Good, which has been quite the interesting story from the former Freezer lackey, him having to adapt to life as one of the good guys. Definitely had its bumps in the roads, but it's good to see Zarbon making good strides and progress into fully changing his ways. In fact, his plan from the previous part nearly worked, and we nearly got rid of Cell. Thanks to a little device that he had Bulma working on pretty much not long after his arrival on Earth, a new version of the Scouter, one that's actually capable of detecting energy no matter how low you try to suppress it. Something very handy, especially for a bad guy like Cell, who is a master of disguising his energy. And well, thanks to that Scouter, Zarbon was able to track the Bugman down in West City, and him, along with the other Dragon Team members who are helping Zarbon trap the Bugman, they ultimately nearly got rid of him. Zarbon, in fact, seemingly vaporizing Cell away with a powerful ki blast. However, it was a part of a desperate plan of Cell in order to find the androids. Because, well, as we know, if any bit of Cell's cells survive, he can just regenerate. Which makes his regeneration, but quite frankly, better than Piccolo's. And well, as Piccolo was engaging Android 17, much like in the original story, Zarbon, sensing this happening, joined the fray, and this is where Cell regenerated before their eyes, springing their trap and absorbing Android 17 and 18, therefore achieving his perfect form a bit sooner than what he does in the original. Trunks and Vegeta have just now exited the room in Spirit and Time and are making their way there now. Meanwhile, Zarbon and Piccolo and Android 16 are having the fight of their lives right now in trying to fight off Cell, which at this point in the story, and especially with the Zenkai boost from fully regenerating, Perfect Cell is just more than enough to handle them easily. And even after supposedly laying everyone out, Piccolo 16 and Zarbon that is, he decides to wait around because he sends two very high power levels heading towards him, the two strongest on the planet right now, and that is of course Trunks and Vegeta, which Cell is quite surprised to see them there and with this much power, and he doesn't understand how Vegeta and Trunks could have increased their power so much since their last meeting. But Cell isn't worried because he's still leagues above what future Trunks and Vegeta are capable of right now. But, much like in the original, Vegeta charges in, challenging the perfect being, and it pretty much goes pretty much like it does in the anime. But hey, at least Vegeta didn't cause the creation of Perfect Cell this time. But ultimately, he is beaten down just the same. And, well, next, it's future Trunks' turn. And as it turns out, he had managed to actually go beyond what his father Vegeta could, and was actually seemingly doing a respectable job. But as we know, Cell was playing with him the whole time. And, well, you know what? You Saiyans have piqued my interest. You have earned a reprieve from your destruction, providing you can get stronger and face me in the Cell games 10 days from now. Do pay attention to the television for further instructions. And pretty much, Cell flies off, and the creation of the Cell games goes like it does in the original. Meanwhile, everyone is waiting for for Goku and Gohan to exit out of the Room of Spirit and Time, which they do, and pretty much everyone else is wanting their next day in the Room of Spirit and Time, while Gohan and Goku are taking it easy in their Super Saiyan forms. Now, as we venture into the Cell games themselves, for the most part, the Cell games go pretty much like they do in the original story. The hugest difference being is that Zarbon's there and it means an extra Cell Junior, but ultimately, when Android 16, when Goku essentially quits his match with Cell, Gohan begins his fight with Cell, and everything up to when Android 16's death, and Gohan unleashes his full power, is all pretty much exactly the same. Even when we get to the bit where Gohan begins getting a bit overconfident and manages to, actually in this case, he coughs up both Android 17 and 18. I just figured that would happen because, you know, they were absorbed at the exact same time. And, well, this is not looking too good for Cell because at this point, he's definitely lost at this point. And he's just about to begin preparing gathering energy so he can blow himself up. And luckily, this is where Zarbon's time to shine pretty much comes in, because, just like before, he is wearing the new scouter Bulma had built for him, and he can tell Cell is gathering that energy, so he immediately bursts in and fires up a lethal ki blast, pretty much catching Cell with his pants down, as it were, just in the nick of time, forcing Cell to get out of the way. Gohan, what are you doing? Finish him now! And, well, Gohan actually decides to do this, powering up a full power Kamehameha and getting rid of the Bugman once and for all. The Kamehameha, that powerful, at Gohan at Super Saiyan 2, definitely too much for imperfect Cell to handle. And, well, thanks to Zarbon's quick thinking, the world is saved, Goku isn't dead, and, well, just luckily Zarbon's plea got through to Gohan to finish him now. Finish him now, Gohan! He's preparing to blow himself up and everyone with it! So, with that, the wishes go on like they do in the original. 17 and 18 don't really have any interest in killing Goku or any of the others, especially since they pretty much just they've just saved their lives. And the biggest difference at this point is that Krillin and Android 18 don't have a relationship at this point. None of that happened. There was no beatdown on the Dragon team earlier. And no Android 18 giving Krillin a kiss and having him head over heels over her. However, that's not to say that it wouldn't happen over time if they ever more or less saw each other again. And they would, but I'm not sure really anything would really happen from there. After all, because it was pretty much that kiss to Krillin that actually got those flames burning, so to speak. So with that, we are now heading into the 7-year time skip, and, well, Gohan is about to start his first day at Orange Star High School. Now, as for his life at home, it's a bit more balanced than what we get in the original story, because Goku is still alive, and Piccolo is still more or less a frequent visitor. So, this would actually mean that Gohan does not go soft over the years. Oh yes, he's still got to study, oh yes, Chi-Chi does definitely make him study, that he's able to pass all his exams and end up going to Orange Star High School. But at least it's balance, and since you got little Goten around as well, who's already showing signs that he's pretty powerful in his own right, you, Chi-Chi's not gonna allow for Gohan and Goten not to have that brotherly bond. So, yeah. I guess finally, Goku's influence is starting to rub off a little bit on Chi-Chi there, because, well, they're all part Saiyan. What are they gonna do? And, well, as for Zarbon for the previous 7 years, he's gone back to shooting some more pictures and some more modeling gigs, and occasionally working with Bulma on helping out with scientific gizmos and whatnot, and testing certain things, even testing some new training drones for her husband Vegeta. And yes, well, at least for now, I think this is actually a good place to actually leave the story. And we'll be back again next time. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Are you liking this part of the story? What's going to happen now that we're approaching Great Saiyaman and the Majin Buu arc? All this and more next time as we continue. What if Zarbon turned good? Catch you later.